So just about set now. Starting on the mound in this one, Gavin Williams. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Miguel Rojas, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And that is out of play. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Puts it away for the out. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And Chris, that of course a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
Well, if you're going to be successful in today's game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the holes. And when you're talking about guys, coming out of the bullpen, throwing 95 and above, very difficult. It's hard to string together 2, 3, 4 hits to score those runs. So definitely critical to hit those homers, get the extra base knocks, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
And it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Power is such a big part of the success that we see with the good teams in the league right now, and even in the postseason. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. That one not close. 1-0.
Very humble guy, and on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at bats in that way. Boogie's just trying to stay with the plan. And that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, let it travel.
Yep. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. Betts, the runner at first with one gone in the inning.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Freeman hits it in the air. 2 down.
Batting fourth, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Now 1-1.
1-1.
Missed inside with the curve.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
And the righty deals. That's hard hit on the line. And that is that. So the Dodgers leave one. Now the Guardians will get their shot. Still scoreless. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill in this one, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. You look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. Fought off foul.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a foul ball. fouled off. They'll do it again. Out to short. Betts fires over to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Okay, let's check out the lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Lane Thomas.
Well, Boog, he's a guy to watch because he capitalizes on the big situations as well as anyone. Hitting over 350 with runners in scoring position. And you know what that means? That means he's a key player for this offense because he can really drive them in when the team needs him the most. He's been clutch all year.
And first offering is fouled off. Yamamoto, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. One down, base is empty. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And it's fouled away. Two outs. And there's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Into second, and he's got a double.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch, execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt. Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first.
Next pitch is downstairs. On the ground, and foul ball. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Ramirez up to third on the wild pitch.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base. Now just 90 feet away.
Runner at third. 2 away. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Way back there. That's long gone. Towering shot to center, his 11th of the year, and that gives him a lead. It's 2-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball. And when you throw that pitch, don't expect to get it back. You're getting a new baseball from the umpire.
2 outs, nobody on. There's Lane Thomas now. First pitch misses.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
2 outs, base is empty. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. Fouled off. He was late.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Max Muncy at the dish, outside, and that is ball 1. Yeah, most guys struggle against the same side, whether it's left on left or right on right, and this guy's an exception. Two balls, no strikes to count. And that's in there at the knees.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Man, that looked like a pretty good swing, and I was waiting for him to get hammered somewhere. I mean, breaking ball, but he just somehow missed it. Timing looked solid, and his balance was there. He wasn't out on the front foot. Great pitch to hit, but just came up with nothing but air. So, I'll tell you what, that's not a good feeling at all.
Andy Pajes, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Williams, in his 2nd season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a cutter, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Man at first, 1 away. The other way, and that's just foul. Upstairs. And that one missing low.
3-2.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. And that's way high. And that's ball one. Smith off of first with 2 away. And now 2-0.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one fouled off. 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Two outs. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. One left for LA. They trail it here 2-0. Bottom of the inning, stepping up for the Guardians, Daniel Schneemann.
Daniel Schneemann.
Yamamoto back to work. Swing and a miss, strike one.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And the pitch is outside, ball one.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Strike two.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
So digging in, Gabriel Arias. Up the middle, and that squirts through. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And up next for Cleveland, Angel Martinez.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
There goes the runner. Out towards right center field. And it falls. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Here's Will Wilson. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Boog, I don't think anyone was shocked when Yamamoto signed with Los Angeles. He joins a long list of pitchers who signed with the Dodgers out of Japan, following in the footsteps of Hideo Nomo, Hiroki Kuroda, and Kenta Maeda.
And that one almost got him. Runners at first and second with one gone. The 1-1 is fouled off. Grounder might be two. He flips it to second in time. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. So it's no runs on 2 hits. No errors. And 1 left on base. We play 2 full. It's the Guardians 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here in Cleveland, and now the rookie second baseman, Hye-Sung Kim. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That one fouled off.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Foul ball, still 0-2. That's down and in. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. So the batting order turns over. Miguel Rojas at the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. That one a little bit high, and 1-1.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Just missed.
Ball 3. 3-1.
Right through there for a strike.
Careful.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. He doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Betts, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
1-0.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
2 down, nobody on. There's a strike to Mookie.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
The shortstop takes the ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Turns and fires to Betts. And that just misses.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Kwan moving back. And that one is off the top of the wall. Betts into second.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB.
Absolutely blasted that one into the gap,
but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
So runner at second, 2 down. So now it's Freddie Freeman. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Betts at second with 2 down.
One ball, 1 strike.
And that misses. And it's 2-1. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Stephen Kwan.
Off the mark there, and it's 1-0. And a big swing and a miss.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Well struck right field. Hernandez going back, and that one is gone. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add a run. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. That one outside, and that's ball 1.
I'm so glad Yamamoto made the move to Major League Baseball. He's one of the most decorated pitchers to come out of Japan and finished his Nippon professional baseball career in style.
That's outside. Ball 2.
Facing elimination and pitching in Game 6 of the Japan series, Yamamoto pitched a complete game with 14 strikeouts and broke the series strikeout record held by Yu Darvish. What a way to go out.
Yamamoto maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Doubled in his first AB. Got him to chase one upstairs there.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously? We're starting with this already. First and second, no outs. Now here is Kyle Manzardo.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
In for a strike. 0-2 now.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
In the dirt. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Number 78 preparing to come on if needed. Number 86, a left-hander, also throwing. First and second, no outs here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss. But no advance from the runners.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
Thomas batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
And that's outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. And that's a little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Here's a 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one is downstairs. 1-0. Foul ball there. One now. Fouled off left side. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Guardians tack on another with this home run. It's now 3-0. Back after this on the show. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Teoscar Hernandez. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. All right, Singy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that King Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter, that's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam! Smith at the plate now. That's ball one. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. And no swing, says James Kingsley.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. And that's ball four.
Ball four. Take a base.
No, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call with pitches near the top of the strike zone.
Here's Max Muncy. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Center field. And makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Andy Pajes.
So a man aboard. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto will climb in. He's 0 for 1. Ripped to right. Stretches out and hauls it in. Dodgers strand a couple. Still down 3-0. Bottom of the 4th, so in now for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias.
Gabriel Arias.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
You know, these Guardians showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-2.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Good eye in that spot. Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Yoshinobu.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
So up next, Angel Martinez. First pitch just misses. Swing and a ground ball. On the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
He swings and fouls one off. Two outs. Just off the inside edge.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And yes, he offered at it. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Right side. Hernandez has this one sized up. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Nothing across here this half. We played 4. Guardians 3 and the Dodgers nothing. All set for the start of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Ha-Seong Kim. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 2 in this one. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Just missed. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. One down, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Now a blooper back behind short. Makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop Mookie Betts.
2 outs, base is empty. Mookie Betts now at the plate. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1. Betts, 32 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2011. Two down, nobody on. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They trail it here 3-0. Back now at Progressive Field. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Yamamoto back to work. Swing and a foul straight back. And a swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 straight.
That misses the zone. And a count 1-2.
1 ball.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Yoshinobu Yamamoto done for the night. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for Los
New pitcher
Angeles.
for the Dodgers, Shohei
Number
Ohtani.
17.
He's been so good against lefties.
Shohei Ohtani.
And next is the Guardians catcher, Bo Naylor. He is struck out and he is walked.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. That clips the corner. Kwan at first, 1 gone.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Fly ball down the line. Hernandez gets under it. Out number 2. So here's the cleanup hitter, Kyle Manzardo. He's already homered in this game.
Manzardo.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Strike 1.
1-1.
Next offering upstairs. And that one fouled off. And that one in the air center field. Pajes under it. And that's the 3rd out. No runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. 5 innings complete. Guardians 3 and the Dodgers nothing. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Luis Ortiz.
Now pitching
Still
for the
a lot of
Guardians.
game left, and this game could go
Number
either way.
45.
So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Here is
Leading off
Freddie
for the
Freeman.
Dodgers, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
And the pitch. Swing and a foul out of play.
You know, these Dodgers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Line drive. Martinez makes the catch. Now there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
And now Teoscar Hernandez.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
That one's in there, 0-1. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Chopped out in front of the plate. Throws to first in time. And Hernandez is out.
Now batting, catcher, Will Smith.
2 down, bases empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Will Smith. That one catches the zone. It's 0-1.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
There's a swing and a miss.
Clearly is sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. On the ground, right side. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Now batting,
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
2 outs, runner at first. Here comes Max Muncy. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess,
No,
Boog,
that's a
light
ball.
tower power.
that's right. Two outs.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Fought off foul. Pitch misses. 2-2. And now it's 3-2, and this is a good example of the type of at-bat that Muncy can deliver. Andy Pajes waiting to bat for the Dodgers. The Dodgers trailing by 3, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Ground ball right side. Wilson gets it to first. That's the 3rd out. 1 error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. Guardians 3 and the Dodgers nothing. Here in Cleveland,
Leading
here
off
comes
for the Guardians,
Lane Thomas.
Designated hitter, Lane Thomas.
First
1 ball,
offering misses
no strike.
badly for ball 1. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-1. That one is upstairs. Way out front for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt. And now it's 3-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Schneemann stands in now and watches strike one. Next offering is in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
One down, base is empty. Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's outside. In the air, left field, down the line. Conforto makes the catch. 2 away now.
Now batting, shortstop, Gabriel.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Gabriel Arias, 1 for 2. And the sweeper is off the plate.
1-0.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That missed by a lot. Now 2-0. And another ball.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. On the inside corner for a strike.
That's a good pitch there.
2 strikes.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Freeman over to first in time. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. 3 up, 3 down that time. We're through 6 full. Guardians 3 and the Dodgers nothing.
Now pitching
Colby
for the
Aller
Guardians.
comes on now.
Well, you see the
Number
ERA
49.
very solid, and that doesn't
Colby
always tell you the whole
Aller.
story, but he's been really good so far this year.
And at the plate for the
Leading off for the
Dodgers, Andy
Center
Pajes.
fielder, Andy
The
Pajes.
Dodgers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
And there's a ball.
1 ball, no strikes. Up.
No need to offer at that
1-1.
pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
The lefty ready and a 1-1.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
In the air, right field. Schneemann has a beat on it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Now batting.
And
left
here is
fielder,
Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
That's in there. That's strike 1. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Cade Smith, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Festa warming up as well. 1 down, base is empty. Rip towards third. Sends it to first. 2 out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Hae-Sung Kim. He's been a great free agent sign. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. The Guardians leading by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. To the right side, Wilson. To first, third out. Dodgers down in order. They trail in this one 3-0.
Now pitching for Los
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Anthony Banda.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Angel Martinez. And that one is in for a strike at 95. And it's 0-1. Just off the inside edge. Foul ball. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's one down.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Wilson in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Chris Stratton looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. And that skips into dirt. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Line to left, and that's down. A base hit, and they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Now batting.
So digging in, Stephen Kwan. He's already homered here in this one. And that's downstairs. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Wilson stands at first with 1 out. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And they'll do it again. Got him. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher
Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting in today's world of baseball compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
Close, but called a ball. And the count even 1-1. I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers. Two outs. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So 1 hit is all they get. We look ahead to inning number 8. Guardians 3 and the Dodgers nothing. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Matt Festa. He last pitched 2 days ago.
For the Guardians, number 52. Matt Festa.
So now here's the DH, Miguel Rojas. 0 for 3 in this one.
Miguel Rojas.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room, it's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
That's towards center. Martinez settles underneath it. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, shortstop Mookie Betts.
And now it's Mookie Betts.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Festa goes 6'1", 31 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2016. Not even close there. And now it's even 1-1. The Dodgers trailing by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is fouled back. Started to swing, held up.
Full count.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Freeman in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one pulled foul. That's inside.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
Swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time, because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. That's outside. And that is ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Fastball is outside. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Teoscar goes down on strikes.
Now pitching for Los
Back
Angeles.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Chris Stratton.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Now at the plate, Jose Ramirez.
Ramirez.
First offering, and it just misses. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Pajes sizing this one up, and there's one down.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo. Right down to shoot, strike one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Alex Vesia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Trevino also throwing. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Solo homer. She crushes that one to right field. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 4-0.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
One down, and here is Lane Thomas. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. And there's the strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next pitch is outside.
1-1.
That one missed. Fouls one off. 2-2. And that's outside. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. 2 away.
Now batting. Right fielder.
2 down, base is empty. And up next for Cleveland, Daniel Schneemann. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. And that drops in for a strike.
No ball. 2 strike.
Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Last chance coming up here for the Dodgers. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Cade Smith.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. That misses. Ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Emmanuel Clase getting ready to go. Ciccone also getting ready. The 1-0. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Manzardo brings it in. 1 away. He's 2 outs away. And now it's Max Muncy. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Just missed. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. So up next, Andy Pages. That one's upstairs, ball 1. The 1-0. And the sweeper misses. Next pitch is outside. Muncy, the base runner at first with 1 out. Next offering is fouled back. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, this could be the start of something. They haven't
Now
found a
batting,
way to score
left
yet,
fielder,
but now's their
Michael
chance to change
Conforto.
that.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Cade Smith won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
Here comes the
Guardians.
closer here in the ninth, Emmanuel
Number
Clase.
48.
He has a great
Emmanuel
slider with tons of movement. And next for L.A., Michael Conforto. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Runners at first and second with one gone here at the top of the ninth. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Lined, and that's a base hit. Muncy on his horse around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 4-1.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with two strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with two strikes.
So digging in, Hesung Kim. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Makes the grab. Here comes the runner from third. He scores. That's a big sacrifice fly. And now just a two-run deficit.
The designated hitter, Miguel Rojas.
So last chance for the Dodgers. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Miguel Rojas. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. That's in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
The Dodgers down to their final strike. The tying run at the plate. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Tying run at the plate. Foul ball, still 0-2. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Two outs. That one the other way. Pulls it in, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long. From the home of the Tigers since 2000, Comerica Park here in the Motor City. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Francisco Giants and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. Our starting pitcher in this one, Brennan Hanafy.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Mike Yastrzemski leading things off and takes a strike. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Baez snags it, and a quick out, number 1. Here's the Giants lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer. And when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Hanafi, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. 1 out, base is empty.
One ball, 2 strikes.
And the next pitch is way outside.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher booth, and throwing the pitch.
He goes down looking.
Batting third, center
2
fielder,
outs, base is empty.
Lee.
And up next for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping guys off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, the emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
The pitch.
Ball.
Yeah, I think the other part, though, as well, is it goes both ways, because I think that guys at times are more than willing to give up walks because they'll come back and strike the next hitter out. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he walked him. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And now it's Wilmer Flores. That one's in there. 0-1. Two outs. They say you win.
0-2.
That one misses. And the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you can get hurt.
Loves it on the dive, and that's a great play for the out.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Back here in Detroit, getting the nod in this one, Hayden Birdsong.
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
Bottom of the first, and now the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. Inside, just missed. Fly ball right field. That one back. That one on its way, and it's gone. His 11th of the year, and they jump out front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Gleyber Torres. And that's down and away. That misses the zone, and it's 2-0.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Just missed. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. In for a strike, and it's 3-1.
Well, he left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Next offering in there for a strike, and now it's filled up 3-2. On the ground, right side. In plenty of time to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. And a key factor for this club in that leadoff spot, Kerry Carpenter.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Colt Keith in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Yeah, that's a little bit high. Now 2-2.
I think he wanted that call in the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
And it remains 2-2. And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
And there's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Here's Riley Green. Hits the corner. It's 0-1. That one hit the knees for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Going 2 now. Up the middle. Stops it on a slide. There's one. Out. To first. Not in time. Great effort there.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there. And the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Spencer Torkelson will hit next. In there, and it's 0-1.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Ball 1.
Green leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Good eye right there. That misses the zone, and the count is filled up.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
Next to hit, Zach McKinstry. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
And 1-2.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Detroit draws first blood on the solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back in Comerica
Leading
Park.
off for San
Second inning set to
Francisco,
go. Willie
Adames
Adames stands in. Hannafy, a 6'5" righty, 215 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2016. Hannafy back to work. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Going back, pulls it in on the warning track.
Batting 6th, first baseman Lamont Wade Jr.
So here's Wade now. Down and away for ball 1.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-1. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent. So you got to stay ready up there.
That's a ball.
And he grounds one back up the middle. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting 7th, second baseman Tyler Fitzgerald.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit. There's a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Baez under it. 2 down.
Batting 8th, catcher Patrick Bailey.
Patrick Bailey digs in now. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Right through there for a strike.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position. And that's what he does.
Tying run is at first. Here at the top of the second. That's to third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over. The throw won't get there in time, and they don't get the out.
I think he got a little casual on that play and took it for granted a little bit. So maybe just as much of a mental mistake as a physical one. And with 2 outs, that's a tough one to swallow for the entire defense.
So up next, Luis Matos. Splits the plate. 0-1. Two on, 2 outs. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Fly ball to right. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. Giants leave a couple. They trail here 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler. And the first pitch misses for ball one. High fly ball out to center field. Lee coming in on it. Makes the catch. And there's one down.
Batting eighth, shortstop, Trey Sweeney.
Stepping in, Trey Sweeney. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swings through that one.
0-2 is the count.
Off the mark there. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2
Well, he missed
strikes,
badly
count.
with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Next
2
offering
balls,
way off
2
the
strikes.
plate. Swings through it for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a
Batting
couple
ninth,
of pitches
center fielder,
to even that count
Javier
off at 2 balls and
Baez.
2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's Baez. That's in there. That's strike one. Foul ball there. That's off the mark, and the count is 1-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Tigers are shut down there, but they're on top 1-0. And we're back.
Leading off
Top half
for
of the
San
third
Francisco,
inning.
right
And digging
fielder,
in for
Mike
San Francisco,
Yastrzemski.
Mike Yastrzemski. Mike Yastrzemski, originally drafted by the Orioles, 14th round out of Vanderbilt in 2013. The Giants got him in March of 2019. And San Francisco's really where he got a shot to play. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
That's in. Ball 2.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Tap dances out of the way of that one. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. In the air right side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Now Matt Chapman at the plate. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. He reached on a walk his first time. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. And safe. It's a stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully move that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
And that one is downstairs, and the count is 2-0. Swings through that one for strike one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Man at second. Not close with that one. Ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
First base.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
First and second, 1 out. Wilmer Flores, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 1 so far. The pitch behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
That one down the line, and it's just foul. That was close. Right side, Keith tosses to first, and he's out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Next offering is downstairs.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Check swing. Now a look down to first. And yes, he did. He went around. Ground ball, Torkelson. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Kerry Carpenter. That one ripped, but foul.
Well, these Tigers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Puts it away for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Torres at the plate and takes high there.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
On the ground. Throws to first. And Gleyber Torres retired.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
Now it's the second baseman, Colt Keith. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Go Chris through the early stages. He hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
1-1.
Way high with that one. And that's ball one. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And the Tigers retired 1-2-3. Tigers fail to make any noise. They lead it 1-0. Start of the fourth, and here's the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr.
Ball. Down.
Late swing, foul to the left.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
The 1-2. That one to first. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Brennan Hanafy gives way, and that's an excellent job from the reliever in the starting role today. Gave him some length. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching.
So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Kiter Montero.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Yeah, the batter now, Tyler Fitzgerald. Fly to center his first time. Right through there for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes. That's a ball.
Activity in the bullpen. Jackson Jobe, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Herder getting loose as well. Popped up. And that's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Patrick Bailey getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that one hit to first. 1 at second. Out. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Tigers 1 and the Giants 0. Back here in Detroit, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Riley Green. Outside
Nope,
low. Ball one.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Fastball for a strike. Just off the outside edge. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect a pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Now it's going to be Spencer Torkelson. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball one, no strikes.
And there's a foul ball. A changeup missing, and that's ball two. Tap foul at the plate. One hammered. That's back there. That'll make it out of here. His 14th of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0.
He just sparked this home crowd in a big way. What a swing. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So digging in, Zach McKinstry went down on strikes his first time through. He swings and fouls one off. And a swing and a miss there.
No balls, 2 strikes. That's a ball.
One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch misses, and it's 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two now. Just off the outside part of the plate. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Oh, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Dingler takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. First signs of bullpen movement here in the early going. Jordan Hicks, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Beck warming up as well. And that is out of play. 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Solo shot for Detroit this inning. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the left fielder, Luis Matos. Montero back to work. Montero, 6'1" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a slurve, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. So 2 balls and no strikes. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Corrals it. 1 down.
Up next,
back to the top of the lineup.
Right
Mike
fielder,
Yastrzemski now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Up the middle. Throw on to Torkelson, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
And here is Matt Chapman, 1 for 2. And that drops in for a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
That one misses, and it's 1-1. Breaking ball misses down and away. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Check swing, and he went 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Outside corner, got him looking. Giants are down 1-2-3, and they're down 2-0.
Now pitching for San
Jordan
Francisco.
Hicks into the game.
Number 12.
Still pretty early in the
Jordan
ball game,
Hicks.
so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Leading off
And now,
for the Tigers,
Trey Sweeney.
Shortstop, Trey Sweeney.
To third, Chapman. Tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Really nice job
Up
to get your
next
first
for
out of the
the
ball game.
Tigers, center fielder, Javier
Now
Baez.
it's Javier Baez. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Lifted in the air, right center field. Yastrzemski on the move to the gap. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
So up next, Kerry Carpenter. He's already homered in this game. In there at the knees, strike 1.
All 1's the count.
That one lifted to left. Matos in position and makes the play, and that's out number 3. So they go quietly there. We're through 5. It's the Tigers 2 and the Giants nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now here is Jung-Hoo Lee. Up and
Ball one.
in, and that is
1-0.
ball one. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Tyler Holton getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Vest, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Baez makes a nice running catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Flores lays off down low as he digs in for the third time. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that one handled, and now two gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Willie Adames.
And up next for the Giants, Willie Adames. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. The shortstop takes the ball. Next pitch is outside. The Tigers up by 2, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Giants go down quietly. They trail things here 2-0. Back at Comerica Park, here comes Gleyber Torres.
Designated hitter, Gleyber Torres.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's the second baseman, Colt Keith. Sliced hard but foul. Nobody out. Runner at first. Ball one there.
1 strike. Hey! Two balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. That one 95 to finish him off. Now the left fielder, Riley Green. This splits between April and May there.
Green.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he's got a double.
All over that one right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Two on, one out. Spencer Torkelson will hit next. First pitch misses. Second and third, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. That misses the zone, and now 2-0. And that one fouled off. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Zach McKinstry, the next to hit. McKinstry really thriving with the bat this season here at home. That misses. 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Just missed.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
2-0 to count. Here it comes.
Ball 3.
Dylan Dingler waiting to hit for Detroit. And that's in for a strike. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Out to center, Lee. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Tigers strand a pair. They're up 2-0. And we're back.
Leading
top
off
of inning
for
number
San
7.
Francisco.
And
First
digging
baseman,
in for
Lamont
San Francisco,
Wade Jr.
Lamont Wade Jr. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Missed with a changeup. 2-0.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one ripped. Baez tracks it down for the out.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Fitzgerald, the next to hit, takes outside.
1-0.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering upstairs. And a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Baez sizes this one up, hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Now
Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. And that's in for a strike.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and
throw on to Torkelson, and that is the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Tigers 2 and the Giants nothing.
Now pitching for San
Camilo
Francisco.
Doval will take
Number
over here.
75.
well, good luck against this guy.
Camilo
He's been extremely
Doval.
tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Dylan Dingler
Leading off
up now for the Tigers.
catcher,
Known for his
Dylan
rocket arm behind the
Dingler.
plate.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Next pitch is outside. Just
that
misses
side.
with that one. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now one away.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the
Now
zone
batting,
right there. Just
shortstop,
nasty. Looks like a
Trey
fastball
Sweeney.
thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Sweeney in the
Outside,
box
that's the
here.
ball.
Lets that one go for a ball. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Tyler Rogers getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. And the 1-0.
Hey.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone,
Hey.
middle away.
Gets him to chase
ball,
after that
2
one.
strikes.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
One down, base is empty. And that's
Ball
off
inside.
the inside edge. And it's 2-2. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, base is
Now
empty.
batting,
The batter
center
down,
fielder,
Javier Baez.
Baez.
Outside
Ball one,
with a
no
breaking
strike.
ball. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
1 ball.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Next
Ball
offering is down low. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 2-2 on the way. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. Down in order go the Tigers, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Will Vest.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
And now
Leading off
Luis
for San
Matos.
Francisco, left fielder Luis Matos.
And a base hit into right center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that
Up
one.
next
Really
for
good
the
swing
Giants,
right there. He
right
got a pitch
fielder,
that he knew he
Mike
could handle,
Yastrzemski.
allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. And a strike in there.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Next
That's a
pitch
ball.
misses, and the count is 1-1. Movement in the bullpen. Tommy Kahnle getting loose for A.J. Hinch. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Baez on the move, heading back. Leaping, and it's gone. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they tie it up. It's 2-2.
Well, that one won't stay below the radar. That made a lot of noise. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here's Matt Chapman. 1 for 3. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. Top of the zone for a called strike. There's the strike. And a 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
One down, base is empty. And that one upstairs, ball one. Here's a 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Baez on the move. He's got it. And there's two down.
Now batting.
Next is the designated hitter, Wilmer Flores. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. That one inside, ball one.
Ball two. 2 balls, no strikes.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it falls. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting. Shortstop.
And here comes the Tigers
Adames.
manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Will Vest won't go any further tonight. And it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching.
So a lefty out of the pen, Tyler Holton.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
So a change being made at first base. Coming in as the pinch runner, Christian Koss.
Christian Koss.
Go ahead run on base. And now the shortstop, Willie Adames. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Gets the strike. That was the sweeper. The 0-1. On the ground to third. Throw on to Torkelson. And that is that. But this clutch home run gets us even again. 2-2 game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Eric Miller.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Back to the top of the order now. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. He's already homered here in this one. And fouled off. And that's downstairs and outside. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Spencer Bivens appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Here is Gleyber Torres, known for his late inning heroics. And that's in there for strike one. Yeah, that's fouled off. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Pitch
One
misses.
Ball, two
it's a ball and 2 strikes. That one missed. Next pitch misses way outside. Colt Pete in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. The throw comes in too late, and the defense comes away with nothing.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
One down, runner at first. And here is Colt Keith. In the air out towards right center. Lee gets there. He's under it. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Tigers, left fielder, Riley Green.
Riley Green digs in now. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Just missed.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
2 outs. And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
That misses. Yeah, that's ball 2. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. 1 hit, 1 left. Through 8 full, we are tied 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th, and now the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Right through there for a strike. The next pitch misses, and a count 2 balls and a strike on Lamont Wade Jr. And that's down and away. Tyler Fitzgerald in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one finds the zone. Counts full, 3-2. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
Substitution now at first base. Giants go to a pinch runner. Casey Schmidt. Go ahead run on base. Tyler Fitzgerald now at the plate. That one a little bit high, and that's ball one.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Next one misses. Ball two.
2-0.
And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. And there's one away.
Now batting, catcher Patrick Bailey.
And up next for San Francisco, Patrick Bailey. And that one cutting but missing down low.
That's ball two. 2-0.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
That pitch clips the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. That's a little bit low.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
To short, could be 2. Sends it across to first. He's out.
Now batting, left fielder Luis Matos.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Elliot Ramos.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone.
Up next for the Giants, right fielder Mike Yastrzemski.
And ball one to the right fielder.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
With the go-ahead run standing at second here at the top of the 9th. On the ground to third. Rolls across the diamond. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. 2 left on. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. We are tied 2-2. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Spencer Bivens.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Spencer Torkelson getting ready to hit.
One swing's a lot easier than getting 2 or 3 hits to win this ball game. You better believe he's going to be all in to hit the ball over the fence somewhere.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Lee settles underneath it. Brings it in. And there's one away.
Now batting, third baseman Zach
McKinstry up now for the Tigers. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And that's through there for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Ryan Walker getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
Ball.
And that misses.
Outside.
Now 2 balls and a strike. One down, base is empty. Swings through that one out in front that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that one is downstairs. And it's 3-2. Dylan Dingler in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Got him. 2 away.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler. That's off the inside corner. 1-0. Out front, rip foul.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Trying to send this extra innings. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball.
Well, don't expect too many more
strikes.
high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
And that one's a little bit low. And the count is 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Hard hit to third. Whips it across. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. Nothing doing here this half. 10th inning coming up. We are tied 2-2.
Now pitching
Back
for
now,
the Tigers.
and on the mound, the closer, Tommy
Number 43.
Canley.
Coming on to face a
Tommy
righty here, and he's been
Canley.
fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Rips that one to right. 1 away. The throw in. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
Man, you have to be sure if you're tagging from second
Now
base that you're
batting,
going to move up to
Joe
third with no
Hill.
problem. And I know he wasn't out by very much, and it took a great throw to get him, but you're already in scoring position, so it's just a foolish decision to try and push it there.
So digging in, Jung-Hoo Lee. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a gold glove, if not a platinum glove.
2 down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Christian Koss in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Next offering is in for a strike. Upstairs outside, that's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at
Down
first
at
base is
the
going to have a
designated
very
hitter,
aggressive
Christian
secondary lead.
Koss.
So a ball down the line or into the gap, will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Christian Koss in the box now. Take strike one. Outside.
Off the plate.
And a count 1-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Slider misses outside. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here in Detroit, on to the bottom of the 10th. Now it's the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. Bivens back to work. That's a strike.
0-1. I got a ball, 1
in the
strike.
dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Man at second. That misses the zone. It's 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Comes a 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that one missing low. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Trying to move the runners over. Save!
He made it safe.
So bases all loaded up. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. Golden opportunity right here. Swings through that.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Out to short. It gets through. That's it. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Tigers walk it off in extra innings.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged in the backs of the minds of everybody that witnessed this here today.
(3-2) the final score. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.